Hi there. This is Chapter 1 or Letter 1. If you have tuned into the beginning, it's about a woman who has been missing for 7 years. Her name is Jamie. She has an identical twin sister named Jody. And she returns home after 7 years. She is now in a psychiatric hospital because the professionals think that her brain has come up with this story because what happened to her was, so terrible. She has post-traumatic stress syndrome, and they're keeping her there. But she writes her sister a series of letters because she believes that she was abducted, and not only abducted, but instead of taking her home, they brought her to the wrong planet. Okay, so this is letter 1. And like the chapters go in a series of letters that she writes to her sister. Okay. Dear Jody, they think I'm nuts. I know you believe me. Anyway, I'll tell you what I remember. What I do remember is seeing an orange orb light coming close to our house. Everything after that is really sketchy. I remember those little gray beings with those black almond-shaped eyes. But then there were others who looked just like us. I remember an examination, but there was no pain. The next thing I remember is that I awoke on the ground. The first thing I noticed was that I was not wearing my own clothes, but some linen type of baggy top and baggy pants with a belt, but they were soft on the inside. I was groggy. It was still a little dark, and I didn't recognize anything around me. I looked up, and to my horror, I saw two moons side by side in the sky. I looked closely at the trees, and it was a type that I had never seen before. My God, I was on the wrong planet. I found a path and walked along it. As the sun rose, I saw flowers I had never seen before. I was confused. I began to cry. What's going on? I was so thirsty and scared. The path went to a dirt road. I could see a structure in the distance. I followed the road towards that tiny square structure. The forest was now thick on both sides. Then out from behind the trees came people. And the people were dressed like me. They were pulling a cart. They stopped and looked at me. I was dressed just like them. Help, help me. They could see I was distressed, and a woman approached me. She spoke. I did not understand. I pointed to my mouth and did a drinking motion. She went to the cart and grabbed a canteen and gave it to me. Water. I drank it. She looked at me with compassion, and the two men also had such compassion in their eyes. They pointed to the place in the distance and motioned me to come with them. There were flowers and fruit on the cart, but I had never seen grapes that big or flowers like those. My whole being wanted to freak out. I began to cry. The woman touched my shoulder and patted my hair and spoke words I did not understand. Another cart, this one pulled by a horse-type creature, came and joined them. They began to talk and look at me. A young man motioned me to get on the cart and put a blanket around me. That's when I realized I was shivering from cold, from fear, maybe both, I think. But these people were so calm and compassionate. When I didn't seem as scared anymore. I just got a good feeling from them. And we were traveling towards a structure in the distance. I will write you again, Jody. Okay, so tomorrow I will give you the next letter, okay? Talk to you tomorrow.